Hey guys! Oh, this is so weird. Okay, so it's really weird that. Can you guys hear me okay? Oh, this is weird, like seeing myself. Is the music too loud? Hi! It's really weird to me that you guys can hear me, but I can't hear from any of you. Like, that actually kind of creeps me out. So, I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes. I'm really excited about this because I've never done this before, and I want to show you guys my new site, which is my new blog, which thankfully my husband helped make for me. So yeah, so I'll just wait like a minute because I started a minute early. I hope you guys are doing okay. How's everyone doing today? Are you good? Oh, thanks. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, actually, I have something really cool that I'm going to tell you guys regarding food and how I'm actually going to start incorporating that into my broadcast and on my blog. So I guess I'll start telling you guys a little bit. I'm going through a bit of a rebrand now, and I'm going to focus on for the home because I do the home decor, but I also really like to cook. So that's something that's a big part of my husband and I's life. We are foodies. We like to cook. I love to cook good food and I like to entertain and have people over. So when I started my blog over a year ago, I would actually I posted a few recipes and I had stuff about being a good hostess. So I'm going to continue on with that. And now, obviously, with Periscope, it's really awesome because I can show you guys. I'm going to be doing like a couple of cooking demos. So maybe some stuff real quick, and then I'm going to have the link to recipes on my blog, and it'll be linked through my newsletter and everything. So yes, first things first. I think most of you already signed up, but I do have a newsletter that so a fire's been kind of lit under my butt. I've been watching obviously like Danielle Merriweather Council do her broadcast and Little Farm Media. I've also been listening to way more podcasts recently. Oh, and last night I went to an entrepreneur night at this local coffee shop. It's a really interesting story actually. It was founded by actually someone about my age, and he used to work for the company I work for. I work for Johnson & Johnson Corporate here in New Jersey, and he actually used to work in corporate, and he decided to quit his job and do his own startup. So he had an entrepreneur night last night, and I actually met three really interesting entrepreneurs. These are people that have raised from $40,000 to like millions of dollars to open their own businesses. So I'm actually going to blog about that because that was really interesting. It was just so crazy to see people on such a huge scale compared to, say, what I'm doing. And if you guys saw Danielle's broadcast the other night, she was saying she only started with like $640, which is totally small potatoes compared to this one guy that I met last night that said that hi that said that he just raised $30 million to like open three more businesses. So it was really interesting to hear. Yes, yeah, $640. It was really interesting to hear how people start businesses on a much larger scale. So anyway, on on a side note, I do have my newsletter, which I actually started last year and I didn't follow through with it. So this is the year of following through with things. A little fire's been lit under my butt, and I'm like, you know what? I want to start this newsletter. I want to show people some things. Is the connection okay? Because I know that this is it's getting close to lunchtime, and I know it's kind of a popular time for people. Okay, great. So if you haven't subscribed already, I mean, no pressure or anything, but it is, here, I rewrote it, like, it's bit.ly backslash KimArt newsletter. And I've linked to it on my Instagram. I'll be doing it again later. So anyway, so do you guys want to see a sneak peek of my new blog? I don't have my newest post up, but I have a new layout and a new logo and everything. And my husband was awesome, and he helped me do this whole thing. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys real quick. I'm not publishing a new post. I believe I'm going to do it next week. And And yeah, and I'm not giving anyone my new URL yet, although it's probably not that hard to figure out. So this is gonna be my new site. It's KimArt for the home, and there's an about me page where you can learn a little bit. But he's like, what the? Yeah, I know. So I do have a link for my shop. I will be keeping my retail space on Etsy for now. So you guys will be able to just click here and then this will actually link you to my Etsy shop. I have a little blurb about me that's a photo of me cooking in the kitchen. I love having people over and hosting. I have a new logo, everything. Yes, I do sell hair crowns. It's really funny because um, the people that buy hair crowns from me usually go straight to Etsy. I don't get a lot of response actually for hair crowns on my Instagram, so I don't post those a lot. So yeah, so everything is here. I have my little Facebook link and my Twitter and everything. So this is great. So these are actually old posts from last year. I have some recipes, I have hosting tips and things that help me. I definitely want you guys to check this out. The first people that are gonna see the new site are the people that are signed up on my newsletter. So I think that, so coming up, I'm actually gonna do what I said, which, thanks, do what I said, which was I'm definitely gonna be doing a food broadcast at some point. So I have some really special recipes that I wanna share with you guys. And also, I basically work two full-time jobs. I have, well, I guess you call it 9 to 5, but sometimes it's like an 8 to 4. I do have the luxury sometimes of working from home, which is nice. But I have a 9 to 5, and as soon as I get home every day, I pretty much focus on Etsy stuff. I either have orders that I have to start working on, so I know that a lot of people in here are moms, or that they have a job and then they do Etsy as their side business. So a lot of my recipes and tips, I am a very good couponer. Which what do you do? Oh yeah, sure. I don't mind you asking. The simple version is I work on buying and selling companies. So I work on acquisitions and divestitures for a global pharmaceutical company. I work for Johnson & Johnson. I'm pretty open about that. So I technically work in human resources information services. I have a bachelor's and master's in human resources. So I work on integrating employees when we acquire a new company. So when we buy a subsidiary, say we own Band-Aid, so you'll see when you buy Band-Aids, it says like Johnson & Johnson. We also own Neutrogena, Listerine, so all those companies. I work on that kind of stuff, and I do a lot of, oh, hi, thanks for joining. I do a lot of human resources related stuff, and I've been there for 7 years now. So I started when I was in college. So thank you for asking. So as soon as I get home, yeah, I know, I'm really excited. This is really cool. As soon as I get home, I start working on Etsy stuff, whether it's filling orders or catching up on Instagram. So my recipes, I have tons of tips to cut down on cooking time and things you can prepare ahead of time. And also, I do have a lot of tips for if you're only cooking for two, because we don't have kids right now. It's just my husband and I. I have some smart shopping tips that I utilize, and a lot of that came from living away from home for 5 years while I was in undergrad and graduate school. So I think that that's something that might be really valuable to help share with moms or even just couples if you guys don't have kids. So the thing that I wanted to show you guys, so I'll preface this by saying that this is something that when I was participating in Danielle's Merriweather, her Unslump challenge, I was like, well, what can I think a lot of people are sometimes a little stumped as to like, well, what can I offer that's so different for the holidays? So one of the things I was thinking about was, okay, I am a hoarder of supplies. I don't know if anybody else does this, but I am a hoarder of supplies. I am notorious for buying things and then sitting on them, not literally, but sitting on them for forever, and then nothing ever happens with them. I've actually been sitting on some of these supplies for a while. I have a ton of fabric. I think maybe on my next scope I'll go through some fabrics that I have that are anxiously awaiting to be embroidered on that I've had for months now. So when I was thinking, so one of the things I made last year, I believe I released this in November of last year. Oh yeah, I think I saw that. I have so many things to catch up on, and I'll be honest, like between I've been trying to be really good about listening to podcasts while I'm driving in the car so that I can stay caught up on everything. I listen to religiously, I listen to She Percolates, and I started listening to Her Money Matters, which is like amazing. I listened to episode 5 of Her Money Matters. Oh, Automobile Academy. Okay, I'll check that out too. I listened to episode 5 of Her Money Matters, and immediately I got on my computer and I made an immediate change. I started and I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. I started diverting a specific amount of money from each paycheck to go directly to my savings account, which is something that they discussed in episode 5 of Her Money Matters. Oh, car time. Okay, I gotta just say sorry. I'm really gullible too. Like if you don't like, okay. So so I've been trying to stay on top of things, but definitely something that I'm lacking on is reading time, and that's with blog posts and also with books in general. I have bought 3 or 4 books this summer, and I have not read any of them because I have no time and I don't sleep and I barely even have time to take care of myself. I had to like make sure my hair was done just for this because otherwise it would be a hot mess. So anyway, so I released this design. Yeah, yeah, right. I was gonna look it up. So I released this design last, I want to say it was in like November. So this is definitely wintry. It's nice. I've had people submit custom orders for it where they like personalized it with a name or something. So when I was thinking about some things that I had been sitting on, I was like, well, what can I offer people that's a, oh, thank you. What can I offer people that I don't currently offer? And I want to preface this by saying for now this is going to be very limited edition. I actually prefer doing large embroideries, but I did start making mini scale ones of, here the colors, larger designs. I don't know if this is focusing, of larger designs that I already had. So I think that that's going to be really nice, and I don't want to, since I have only X amount of these pendants, I don't want to make all of them, so I'm going to leave some open, I guess, to custom orders, but for right now these are going to just be limited edition. So I haven't shared this with anyone yet, so they're really cute, and I haven't quite decided if I'm going to do, I know a lot of the people that are actually here in this scope do these as well. I'm just going to keep these pretty much probably very limited edition. I actually prefer doing larger embroidery projects. I don't know why, but if something takes me 8 hours, I almost kind of prefer that versus doing like the tiny ones. So yeah, so I wanted to share that with you guys and hopefully keep this somewhat brief. I'm really excited to release a new blog post. I think my first post is going to just discuss some of the changes that I've made and the new layout of everything. I'm really excited about focusing more on for the home because that's something that's always been in me, even when I was in college. I mean, I started my Etsy in 2009 and I started embroidery in 2010. So I've always liked decorating, doing things, making stuff for people, making stuff for people's homes, and cooking. So I think that this will be a great way to, you know, integrate the two, and hopefully you guys will enjoy seeing some of the recipes of things that I actually make. So and I'm also going to be here to answer questions for you and give you some tips. I do use other people's recipes at times. I will go on Food Network occasionally, but I like to make, oh, that's really cool. I want to hear more about that. So I'll probably ask you a couple questions. Um, I like to make recipes my own. So I'll adapt if I see something that say Giada's making, I'll adapt it and make it my own. So I'm definitely going to be posting my own versions of recipes. I have things that I've made up. That's really cool. Yeah, well, I can definitely help you with the cooking part. I think that a lot more people are intimidated by it, and it's really not that hard. I mean, I've been cooking for almost 10 years now. I've taken a lot of cooking classes, and I've never been professionally trained, of course, but hey, oh, thanks for coming. I definitely want to share with you guys some things that I've learned and hopefully make things a little bit easier for you. And I like to cook when I'm lazy. No, there are days that I'm very lazy. But that's where I'm gonna start sharing some of. No, I haven't read that, but I'll check it out. I'll have to make a note of that. What was I saying? Oh, I lost my train of thought. I have a lot of recipes that will hopefully. All the crafts and cooking. What's the book about? Yeah, please. Yeah, actually, I want to hear from Danielle. What is the book about? I'll give her a minute to type a little bit. So I really think that a lot of the tips I have will hopefully help people that maybe feel a little bit lazier. I have no shame in incorporating a store-bought rotisserie chicken into something, but making it into something totally different that you can't even tell that maybe part of it was store-bought. I actually made the most bomb paella with, okay, it's basically beautiful. It's so beautiful, you want to die. I made the most bomb paella, and I completely made up this recipe on my own. I had bought oh, the poop, I know. Every time I go into Danielle's broadcast, I get the brown hearts for some reason. Like, I cannot stand it. It's really annoying. I think I finally got pink ones the other day and I was happy. I was like, yay. So, okay, so the other day I bought a rotisserie chicken from ShopRite, and normally they're actually really good. Normally they're very juicy and succulent. This one was like bone dry, and I do not like wasting food because there are a lot of people around the world that do not have access to food, and that comes a little bit from my background. I'll eventually get into that. My parents both immigrated here. They were both very poor, so our family, I'm a first generation college graduate. So I'll get into a little bit more of that. Hopefully, maybe in one of my blog posts in the future. But I do not like to waste food. I would love to know your history. Yeah, I'll definitely tell you guys a little bit more about my family and the hard work ethic my parents have instilled in myself, and I have siblings too. So, what was I saying? So I don't like to waste food. So I bought this rotisserie chicken. My husband was like, "This is like the driest chicken ever." I ended up having chorizo in the freezer, defrosted some chorizo. I made the most bomb paella. You guys wouldn't even believe how good this thing was. I am writing up a recipe for it, and I'm going to share it with you. And I actually posted the photo of it on my Instagram. And let me tell you that this is something that I think everyone would love. And I'm gonna be sharing things you can add to a bomb a paella. It's a Spanish origin dish. It's a rice, and a lot of times it's actually made with seafood. But I did this with chorizo, which is a spicy sausage, and chopped up chicken. So, papaya. I like papayas too. So, yeah. So I want to thank everyone for joining today. I'm slightly nervous just because I've never done this before. I was really excited to show you guys these little mini scale ones of designs I've already made and sold. And yeah, so and this is really cute too. I had this one from last year, which is really cute. It's like polka dots. So yeah, so you can definitely expect to see a little bit more. My first newsletter, if you haven't already signed up, is going out next week, and I will be linking to my brand new blog post from there. Oh, and there will be an exclusive coupon code in that one, and anyone that signs up in the month of August is actually entered to win a free hoop automatically. So I'm really excited. Thank you guys for coming. And yeah, I hope, Danielle, are you going to be scoping today? I hope I can join in. I'm supposed to be driving to my in-laws actually in a couple hours, so I'm going to be in the car, but I want to watch if she's going to do anything today. Yeah, okay. Do you know what time yet? Hopefully I can watch. Oh, okay, cool. So you're like a free woman. Yeah, okay. Okay. How is scope? Yeah, I've always wondered that too, because I don't know, how soon can you do it? Can you do like 12:30 Eastern time? I'm gonna be getting in my car around 1. I'm going to my in-laws today to go see my mother-in-law, take requests. I want 12:30, please. So so yeah, I've always wondered actually how Scope works with data because I am going to be going on vacation. Actually, I was talking to my husband about this, and just a side note for I was supposed to end this a couple minutes ago, but just a side note for anyone that doesn't know, my husband and I eloped. Okay, my husband and I eloped a year and a half ago, and we had been together at the time for 7 years. So when he proposed, we knew that we were going to get married, legally married sooner rather than later. But I still wanted a wedding because I'm a woman and I want a wedding, and I want all the nice wedding pictures, and I want to celebrate with my whole family. So we've actually been planning our wedding for the last 2 years. So that's September 19th. I actually plan on scoping from my wedding, just like 2 minutes. I want to be able to share with you guys, because you guys, like so many of my friends on here, I know from Instagram. Oh, thank you. Thanks. Yeah, yeah, on my save the day. So many of my friends I know from Instagram, I I wish I could actually invite you guys, and I'm doing so many handmade products for my wedding that I will definitely give you guys like a quick scope on my wedding day to show you guys everything all put together. So that'll be fun. So I'm really excited. So that's gonna be September 19th. It's a Saturday. So yeah, so I'm really excited. Um, but thank you guys for coming. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everyone that came today. I really hope so, because I actually care more about the decor than I do about anything else. So, yeah, so thank you so much for coming. If you haven't already subscribed to my newsletter, it's bit.ly/KimArt newsletter. You can be entered to win a free hoop, and I'm also going to be giving an exclusive coupon code for anyone that wasn't able to make this broadcast live and isn't. A lot of people still haven't downloaded the app. Oh yeah, yeah, sure, take your time. A, a lot of people still haven't downloaded the app. I'm going to be I'm not even going to show my new product on Instagram until my newsletter comes out, because the people that are subscribed to my newsletter will actually see the real product photos first, and then I'll share it. Oh, thanks so much for coming. What's your name? Decorous Dishes? What is your first name? I wasn't sure if you found me on Instagram or not, because I could have sworn that you maybe liked one of my food pics. I couldn't remember. But tell me your name. Also, I'm really bad. I'm sure everyone knows my name because it's easy, because it's in my oh, hi Kathy. And my name's Kim. My name's Kimber, actually, not Kimberly, it's just Kimber. Um I'm really bad with names. So if you got, like, I really wish that more people would put their first name in their Instagram profile, because I'm horrible with names. And also it's hard to figure out someone's name just from looking at their Instagram. Like I know your name is Carrie, right? Oh, my heart and brain. Is your name Carrie? I always forget. And I'm really bad. I'm trying to get better at it. Yes, yes, it's so nice to meet you. Thank you so much. Oh, hey, Fresh. Wow, I feel like, yeah, I'm glad I didn't end this a couple minutes ago. Hi, Jill. Yes, I know Cabin Fever Goods is Jill. People think my name is Meriwether. I answered to that, though. Yes, hi, Jill. And Jill did a really, really sweet broadcast the other day, and we got to see her daughter, which is really cute. So I can't wait to. This is so exciting. Actually, hey, so did you, Fresh Rag, you got the 30,000 heart. I was hearting my butt off yesterday in one of your broadcasts about self-publishing. Oh, thanks. Yeah, Cabin Fever Goods, I really want to see you broadcast again, because I actually really liked hearing Cabin Fever Goods shared the story about her, how she came up with her shop name, which was really interesting. And I actually like hearing, I like that, I really like that this app allows people to see who you are, and it's definitely more personal, and I love that. I love that. This is awesome. Oh, hi, Lala's party. Oh, you know what's funny? Um, this is like the longest broadcast ever. Danielle, I was watching your replay of your shop critique. I couldn't watch it live yesterday because I was at work, and I saw you giving the shop critique of Lala's party. The one thing I wish that Periscope did was I accidentally swiped out of your broadcast the replay, and I was like, oh my god, I can't even continue where I left off. I have to start the whole thing over again. They need to work on that. Someone needs to write to them. Also, why does everything start freezing up when I'm trying to watch Little Farm Media? Because that always happens to me. So thank you guys for the hearts. You guys are awesome. I feel almost bad like ending this now because a few people joined, but just for the new, hi Dave, hi Jennifer, thank you for coming, and thank you Dave for inviting people, and thank you to whoever else invited followers. I really, really appreciate it. Just to recap, because I know there are a couple more people in here that weren't in here before, I have a newsletter. I sell embroidery. The newsletter is bit.ly/KimArt newsletter. Is this showing the right way? Okay, so if you if you subscribe to my newsletter, and here I'll show you what you will see when you subscribe. My new logo, very cute, very cute. All you have to do, and I promise I will not tell you will be entered in to win a free hoop if you subscribe this month. And yeah, you're going to be seeing some sneak peeks of new products I have, which are so these are old design, well, I don't want to say old designs, but designs from last winter that are still in shop for this winter. But I'm also, I'm in New Jersey. I'm in North Brunswick, New Jersey. I'm actually very close to Rutgers University. Where do I sell? I sell on Etsy. I don't have any craft shows lined up, but I sell on Etsy. I'm KimArt on Etsy. Like Kmart, but KimArt. So I started making mini versions of designs that I already released, and these are just going to be very limited edition. I wanted to do something special for the holidays, and yeah, and I have a brand new blog site. So for the people that have just joined, kindly designed for me a new site. KimArt, yes, thank you Danielle, thank you, because yeah, so I am going through a rebrand, and my new blog and website is KimArt for the Home. I love to cook and I love to make things. So you will be able to read about me. You can shop on here, but most importantly, I'm going to be sharing some information regarding hosting people, cooking. If you follow me on Instagram, I am huge on recipes. So this is something that you guys, and yeah, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. I can't wait to do this again, hopefully next week when I get my first newsletter out. And it was so nice, the scones, I know. Oh, I have an amazing recipe for sour cream cheddar chive biscuits that I will be sharing very shortly. I think you're fabulous, so that is a very high compliment. I really appreciate you guys for coming. Thanks. It was so nice meeting you too, Jennifer, and thank you, Dave, again for inviting people. I can't wait to share with you guys like everything I've been working on. So I'm very excited. And thank you, Danielle, for She Percolates podcast and everything else that you do, which has inspired so many people. I think many people really appreciate that as well. You guys will probably be able to expect a shout out at some point in my newsletter for some of the podcasts that I've been listening to. And yeah, I listen to She Percolates pretty much the most. Started listening to Her Money Matters by Jen Hemphill. I also listen to Food 52 because I am a foodie, and Bon Appetit has an amazing podcast. So yeah, oh, thank you, One Hot Tomato. What is your name? I have to like check out all you guys. Thank you for the hearts. I really appreciate that. There is a certain amount of like stage fright with this, especially when you Dawn. Oh, you're on Etsy? Okay. Do you mind One Hot Tomato? So I have an amazing podcast. Yeah, for sure. Dave, can you tweet it at me, or maybe if you type in the name. Oh, well, yeah, I know your podcast. Sorry. Oh my gosh. This is just like when Danielle said the same. I'm okay, hold on, let me screenshot this so I can hydrangea hippo. Okay. I was on it once. Oh, okay. So yeah, so I love podcasts. I have an hour drive to my in-laws later today in a couple hours, so I'm definitely gonna be listening to some podcasts. Thank you guys so much for joining. I will be I have this automatically saved, so I'm probably gonna start uploading these to YouTube. You can for sure expect live cooking demos from me. when I broadcast in the future. And those are going to tie into recipes that I will be sharing on my newsletter and my blog. So I really hope you guys are into food because I'm into making stuff for the home and making stuff for your stomach. So what's your YouTube? Oh, I'm going to be setting up a completely separate YouTube for this. Right now I have some like personal things on my YouTube that I need to either remove or I'm just gonna make a whole new one. Thank you, Dave. I love your energy too. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. I don't even know how to end this thing. I hope you guys have a great day. Oh, hi Print Therapy. I was just ending. Oh, bye Juliana. Thank you so much for joining. Wow, Danielle, are you taken? Okay, yes. Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you so much, Print Therapy. Thank you for joining. You can watch the replay though. I talked about a lot of stuff. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a great day. Bye. Oops, wait, ooh, okay. Ooh, is this over? Oh my gosh, I can't even end this thing. Okay, bye.